Now, speaking events, here's a fun one for you. I remember a few years ago, I always book my speaking events. I always land in town the day before I speak, because if I'm on a flight, it's going to be delayed. If you ever travel with me, we're going to get late. That's just what happens. It's not because I missed the flight. I'm always on the plane. It's just the plane is delayed. I'm supposed to go speak near Green Bay. I fly in the night before. I get there. It's a true story. And I go to get my rental car. Well, they're out. They're out of rental cars. What do you mean you're out? I reserved it. Oh, well, sorry, we're out. You're out. Okay. So then I go to get another car. Well, something like the whole credit card fraud stuff where someone can charge your card and then start spending money. And so my wife had called to cancel the card because there was fraud on it, and something, or I don't remember the whole story, but the point is I didn't have a card. So now I'm in Wisconsin with no actual cash, no credit card. Credit cards that are working because of the cancel, and I'm going, I have to get to this speaking event. They're counting on me.
Yeah.
So I went cab to cab, not one cab, cab to cab to cab to cab to cab, and finally this a gentleman who I only mentioned that he's Islamic because he was going through the month of Ramadan where you don't eat during a certain time of the day, and he said, I'll drive you. He doesn't speak that much English. And I said, well, I have no cash. But what I can do is when we get to the place, my wife can give you a credit card over the phone right now so you'll know it's real. He's like, well, we can't punch them in. You have to swipe it. I'm like, okay. I can get the card when we get to a certain place, and then I can go to the bank and withdraw cash advance and pay you. I ended up paying the guy, I think like $1,200 for like an 8-hour trip there and back, and I had to stay in the hotel with the guy. It was crazy. And I learned everything there was to know about where he's from, and he was into dates. He was serving me dates, and it was a bizarre relationship. But it never occurred to me that we're not going.
Yeah, I understand that. When you give your word and people are depending on you, you really want to go out as far as you humanly possibly can to make sure that it happens.
Now, I'm going to give you one example, too. You recently had a surgery. I won't get into the details unless you want to, but you had a surgery, and you had a speaking event you had to give on the day that you were like in the peak of pain.
Yep.
And you did it anyway.
Yep.
And I have a friend who knew you were in pain, and he was like, I've never seen a dude deliver a talk in that much physical pain.
I was sweating.
You were wincing?
It was popping off my face. I mean, but
like T.D. Jakes kind of sweat, where it's just coming.
This was sick sweat.
Okay.
Just coming off my face. But I don't have it in me to let people down. I don't know how to do that.
Sam Walton, on the last week or two of his life, he had cancer that had spread to a point where he was in physical pain to walk, and he made a commitment that he would always visit the stores. And there's a story, but the staff was all crying. If you read his book, Made in America, you can't not cry when you read his book. It's unbelievable. But he physically was walking around the store so slow, but out of duty, he had told the staff that he was going to serve his job up until that point where he could, he committed. And you saw the same behavior with Steve Jobs, where here he is on his deathbed, but he's still given his last talk because he said he would. It's just that sort of commitment that you need, right?
Commitment is really who you are. And in the world of business, work, or even family, your commitment really sends a signal to what people can expect. But it also helps people to understand what they can expect of themselves. It gives them a picture of what is possible, how commitment looks. You can talk commitment all day long.
Yeah.
But people have to literally see commitment to understand what it is.